Welcome to Ghana Songs TV, where we dig a little deeper than the headlines. I'm Bright.
I'm Ro.
And I'm Chine. And this one's not breaking news. It's us actually sitting down and asking, what is Stonebwoy doing right now that's genuinely working for his career?
So Stonebwoy has been in the game since his 2012 debut, Grade 1. And if you track the album since then, you can basically watch him experiment his way through the whole African sound palette. And Loga Junction in 2020 pulled in Kerry Hilson, Nasty C and Diamond Platinums and really pushed him onto the global map. Then the Fifth Dimension in 2023 leaned into Amapiano and Afro R&B, chasing the moment. But then in 2024, he does something a lot of artists at his level don't do. He pulls back. Up and Running was a deliberate return to roots, and he told Grammy.com directly, quote, "My vibration is well synced to music of black origin. We are the custodians and we have to continue to bridge the gap by spreading the vibes." End quote. That's not a throwaway line. That's a guy over a decade in, choosing authenticity over chasing whatever's trending that month. And honestly, I think that's the first real clue to what's working for him. He's not trying to out Amapiano the Amapiano guys or out Afrobeats Burna Boy. He's leaning harder into being unmistakably himself.
And that roots first instinct is exactly what shows up in the move that's actually got people searching his name right now. The 2-part Torture project. The Torture EP dropped September 2025. 9 tracks of proper Afro-Dancehall with Bees Trap and Your Tog on it. And instead of just moving on to the next single, he came back in March this year with Torture 2, a 10-track sequel that debuted at number 4 on the Apple Music Ghana Top Albums chart. Splitting one body of work into 2 connected releases 6 months apart is a smart streaming era play, honestly. It means 2 separate release cycles, 2 rounds of press, 2 chances to trend, of material that was clearly written as one coherent project. A lot of artists would have just called it one album and gotten one wave of attention. Chineye, this is where the business side gets interesting too.
It really does, because none of this is happening off a small platform. Back in 2023, Stonebwoy joined Boomplay's Golden Club after crossing 100 million streams on that platform alone, putting him in the same room as Burna Boy, Sarkodie, Wizkid, Shatta Wale, and Davido. And he's picked up 2 Billboard plaques on top of that. So when he signed with Warner's ADA Worldwide for distribution, that wasn't a young artist looking for a break. That was an established one, closing a real gap. He was upfront about why in that same Grammy interview. His words were that African artists often lack the systems for proper monetization, and that partnering with an institution that's very well established globally lets him actually see the end results of the music and propel our artistry to the next level. That's the piece people miss when they just look at streaming numbers. Having the right distribution deal is what turns those numbers into an actual sustainable career. Between the roots first sound, the 2-part release strategy, and now proper global distribution behind it, that's a pretty complete answer to what's working for him.
It's a good lesson too, honestly, for any artist watching this from Ghana, Nigeria or South Africa, trying to figure out their own next move. Sound, strategy and structure all have to line up.
Exactly. And it's why Torture 2 is still showing up in what people are actively typing into YouTube search. The interest is real, not manufactured.
So tell us in the comments, which side of Stonebwoy do you rate more? The Afro-Dancehall roots or when he experiments outside it?
If breakdowns like this are useful to you, Subscribe to Ghana Songs TV. We cover what's actually moving in Ghanaian, Nigerian, and South African music. See you in the next one.